We're joined now by Kevin Weeks and Jamie McLennan. Guys, the Leafs are 7-0-2 in their last 9 games. So, Kevin, is this a legitimate bounce back or just a hot streak that's bound to fizzle out?
Well, I think you'd have to phrase it as a bounce back. Now, listen, I wouldn't be getting ready for the parade up and down Yonge Street if it were me. But listen, you got to play the games and win the games that you're playing. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's been a nice turnaround. The goaltending has stabilized under Joseph Woll, coming off of a shutout. He's been excellent of late. They've played much more direct. And speaking of head coach Berube always says, I want our team to play direct, not as much north, east, west, more north, south, direct lines, get to the net, defend better, be harder in front of both nets. So I have to give them their credit. It's been a nice bounce back for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm a half glass full guy. I like the way they're playing in this stretch.
I like the way they're playing as well, Weeksy, but I think it's somewhere in the middle. I don't think they were as bad as they were, as their record showed early on in the season, and I don't think they are a 7-0-2 team and going to continue on and just be undefeated the rest of the season. Keep in mind, they have one of the hardest schedules coming down the stretch. I think they've had 2 road games where they've been out of their time zone. So this is the proof is in the pudding here late into January before the Olympic break and then down the stretch. But this is a very good team, but I don't think they're an elite team. So they need everything to fall into place to make the playoffs, but they're playing the right way. Their stars have woken up. Weeksy, you just talked about their goaltenders making the saves, and a patchwork defensive group somehow is getting a little bit healthier outside of Chris Tanev. To me, the group is starting to settle in, and that's exactly what you need. So they're playing the right way, and they're having a lot of success right now.
Yeah, hopefully they can keep riding that momentum. But the goaltending situation will shift soon because Anthony Stolarz is close to return. And Kevin, we'll start with you again. Is this as simple as sending Dennis Hill to be down when Stolarz is ready, or should the Leafs consider the model the Habs and others are using, keeping 3 goalies?
I think the Leafs have to keep all options on the table. Stolarz is coming off an amazing season. This year, he's been riddled with injuries, unfortunately for him and for the club. Woll's had some injury. He's taken some time away from the team for personal reasons. He's back. He's been great. And Hildeby's played fairly well in this short kind of runway that he's had. So if I'm the Toronto Maple Leafs, Noodles, for me, all 3 options are on the table at this point, unless and until I know for certain that Anthony Stolarz is 110% in terms of his health.
I agree. I think the model is 3 goaltenders. And the reason I go with that is you look throughout the league right now with how the condensed schedule is. To me, you're going to need everybody on the table, everybody healthy. And Craig Berube has to choose one goaltender on that particular night and say, this guy's going to give us the best opportunity to win. I look at the Edmonton Oilers with Tristan Jarry coming back. They've got some decisions to make. You mentioned Sarah in Montreal. To me, this is a 3 goaltender league right now. If you look throughout the league, everybody's pretty much used 3. The teams that have been healthy have been lucky enough to only use 2. At some point, they might use a 3rd. So I think they keep 3. And at some point, it's just the best goaltender on that particular night plays for your team.
Yeah, I think you got that right. The Leafs are 22nd in goals against average this year. So maybe keeping 3 goalies, riding the hot hand, could help move them up the rankings.